Hello, welcome to our channel. Please subscribe for more updates, as we keep you updated with your favorite celebrities. Selena Gomez has long been admired for her grace under pressure, her emotional honesty, and her openness about battles many would prefer to keep hidden. But nothing truly prepared her fans, or even her closest friends, for the emotional storm that led to her most recent hospitalization. Headlines broke the news like a tidal wave, but what the public didn't see was the full scope of what happened behind hospital walls, far from flashing cameras and carefully curated social media posts. Those closest to Selena revealed that in the weeks leading up to her medical emergency, she had been quietly pushing through mounting exhaustion, emotional fatigue, and chronic physical pain. While promoting projects, smiling for cameras, and managing her businesses, she was simultaneously navigating an intense lupus flare-up, heightened anxiety, and insomnia that left her body barely functioning. She was holding everything together for everyone else, shared a longtime friend. But no one realized how close she was to falling apart. It happened on a quiet night, one that started like many others. Selena had canceled a few calls, saying she felt tired. But those close to her grew concerned when she didn't respond to texts or come out of her room for hours. It was Benny Blanco, her partner and closest emotional anchor, who found her nearly unresponsive and called for help immediately. Paramedics arrived quickly. She was rushed to a private hospital under high security and admitted for emergency care. Those first 3 days were the most difficult. Selena was treated for a lupus flare, severe dehydration, and what doctors termed acute emotional exhaustion. IV drips were inserted. Psychological evaluations were initiated. She was unable to speak much, barely ate, and often drifted in and out of a fog-like state. The world outside remained unaware of the seriousness of her condition. But inside those hospital walls, a battle was raging, not just for physical stability but for emotional survival. She was overwhelmed, scared, and worn out, a medical staff member shared confidentially. We weren't just treating her illness. We were holding together her spirit. Throughout the ordeal, Benny Blanco never left. Friends say he slept in a recliner beside her bed, brought her comfort items, and even read poetry or softly played her favorite songs. Nurses described him as calm, attentive, and quietly devastated. He kept whispering, "I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere," one nurse recalled. He held her hand like he was trying to transfer strength. It wasn't the romanticized version of love that fans see in interviews or music videos. It was the kind that reveals itself when no one's looking, in stillness, in silence, in raw, unfiltered care. By day 4, Selena began showing signs of improvement. Her vitals stabilized. She started eating small meals. Slowly, she began speaking again, softly at first, but with clarity. Doctors were optimistic but cautious. Emotional trauma and autoimmune illness are deeply intertwined, and the team emphasized the need for ongoing rest, therapy, and total disconnection from stress. The goal wasn't just to get her back on her feet, a doctor explained. It was to keep her from returning to the same toxic pace that led her here. Sources say that in therapy sessions, Selena opened up about deep-rooted fears, of not being enough, of letting people down, of always needing to keep it together. She admitted feeling pressure to constantly be Selena Gomez the icon, instead of Selena the human being. Selena was discharged quietly, without media fanfare. She's now recovering at home, surrounded by a small circle of trusted loved ones and continuing both physical and emotional treatment. She may return to the spotlight eventually, but those close to her say that this experience has forever changed her. She's learning to put herself first, to set boundaries, and most importantly, to speak up when she's hurting, not just when she's healed. Unseen moments. What really happened behind Selena's hospital walls isn't just a story about a celebrity. It's a reminder that even those who appear strongest may be fighting invisible battles. And sometimes, the most powerful stories are the ones we never see, the ones that happen when the cameras are off, and all that's left is truth, love, and the will to heal.